Welcome back to Big Up, where we review the best in drum and bass records. Today we're going to take a look at Krust Decoded. This part of kind of my Dollar Bin Beats series because I picked up this album for $4.99, so $5, which makes it under $2 a plate, which is my right around where I'm trying to keep the Dollar Bin Beats. Sometimes I'll go up to 3. This album comes on 3 plates. As you can see, in generic white sleeves. It was released on Talking Loud, which released a lot of the full cycle stuff, especially after Ronnie Size is winning the I can't remember the name of the award. It's like the British version of the Grammys, because all these guys were getting a lot of attention, and so they're releasing on slightly bigger labels. And Talking Loud was releasing a lot of full cycles stuff around that time. So sleeves in pretty good condition for the price. It's got a little ding here. I dig the art. I got Krust picture with some overlays. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to represent. Looks like we have some record notation there. And I didn't really even try to read these liner notes. I should have. It's by Saul Williams, who Krust has worked with a fair amount of time. So I definitely think I'm going to take a look at that later today. But let's get on to the music. So this was kind of like a remix album of some of Krust's other stuff. I'm pretty sure it's probably put together for Talking Loud. And if you look way down here, it says it's on Mercury Records, which is a major label. So this was probably kind of like a thing that they put out to try to get a little bit more mainstream eyes on it. We've got Rearranged, Die Remixed, Rearranged, the Die Instrumental, Proof, B-Boy Mix, which was remixed by Krust himself. Then we got Transmission, Witchcraft, and Proof, the original instrumental. So let's start right at the top. We've got the Rearranged plate, which it's got on the A side, it's got the vocal mix, and the B side, it's got the instrumental remixed by Die. This album came out in '99. Forgot to mention that. And is this very much sounds like late 90s full cycle. That being said, sometimes I find late 90s full cycle to be a little thin. It was trying to be real atmospheric, and they were doing really interesting experimentation with their synths and subs. So some of it's really good, some of it I don't like as much. And that actually is a lot of personal taste, because I know that this is kind of when people consider the full cycle to be at its best. So the vocals on the remix are a little weird. I don't know if they fit perfectly with the bass line, which is why I actually quite like the instrumental. If I was going to play it out, I'd play this one. The vocals are very much the sultry, low-sounding beats that we would get, the vocals that we would get from Full Cycle around that time. The Proof B-Boy remix has stuttered break beats. Definitely has got that Bristol bass sound with those sultry vocals again. It's weird, but it's weird in a good way. Once again, like if I was going to give it a 1 through 5 rating, I'd probably be right around a 3. I'm probably not going to mix that out anywhere. Like, it's never going to be in a mix, but I appreciate what it is. But it also isn't going to be something I'm going to listen to on a daily basis. Transmission, to me, is the worst tune of the album. It's kind of thin. It seems to be missing, like, everything. There's part of me that when I see Krust, like, I instantly get excited, but I also go, oh, wait, I often don't like Krust. And, like, Transmission's that tune where I'm like, I don't always get it. And I know that people like this stuff, but it was never the stuff that I loved, even from Full Cycle. Witchcraft is very minimal. It's got some really creepy atmospherics, and it really builds tension. Once again, not my favorite thing, but it was a little experimental for the time, and I really enjoy that. I think that is what I am, like, once again, not going to be something I'm going to listen to on a daily basis, but also not something that's going to end up in a DJ mix probably ever. I appreciate the fact it exists, and I think it's worth buying at a bargain bin rate, especially if you're trying to understand the history of drum and bass. Then lastly, we have the original Proof instrumental, and this is the tune. I mean, it's got huge bass, it's got dark, grimy bass, with a really excellent string like sample that was clearly, like, it sounds like it was recorded for this tune, so it may not even be a sample. I like that tune, and based on the price I paid for it, I say it's actually worth the price of picking this up. So if you see it out there, grab it. If you dig what we're doing here, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you like me to check out, if there's any other reviews I should check out, and peace out.